The earth has places that are sometimes higher in energy, higher in vibration. And in fact, if you visit these places or spend time in these places, you will experience the energetic effects for yourself. You may feel ecstasy, or you may feel at peace. You may feel your heart racing a little bit faster, or you may simply feel light and good. You may feel positive, you may feel joyful. These places are all over the world, and what's interesting about these places is that they seem to hold ancient monuments. And so the Giza Plateau in Egypt, for example, which hosts the Great Pyramid, as well as the other two which make up the Giza complex, is actually a sacred site, and this site is high in vibration, and that is why, what it is believed, that is why the Great Pyramid was built on this exact spot. We also see the same thing with Stonehenge in the United Kingdom, and in fact the Bermuda Triangle is one. Even though there isn't an ancient monument in that site, we have heard stories of planes that have flown through the area known as the Bermuda Triangle and have simply disappeared and never been found. And so we are talking about places in the earth which are higher in energy, higher in vibration, higher in frequency, possibly too. And these places seem to hold ancient monuments, ancient sites, or there is history behind them. For example, planes going missing in the Bermuda Triangle. What happens when we connect all of these places around the world, like connect the dots? Well, we see ley lines or the earth grid. And if you are unfamiliar with what ley lines are, then you can search these on Google for yourself. Simply type in ley lines or earth grid and you will see these lines. What's interesting about these lines, once we connect them together around the earth, is that we see the shape of the dodecahedron. Now it's important to note that the dodecahedron is a Platonic solid. And so perhaps the person who invented Platonic solids, Plato, knew something about the dodecahedron and the connection the dodecahedron has with the earth. What I'm trying to tell you is that we seem to have a geometric planet, a geometric earth, and we see this geometry, the geometry of the dodecahedron, when we connect all of the sites which hold ancient monuments. And what's even more interesting about these sites is that they hold more energy, more vibration, high vibration. And so are these sites multidimensional? Do these sites have a ancestral history where perhaps extraterrestrial beings visited these sites? We know that's the case in Egypt with the Great Pyramid. However, places like Stonehenge, where we still don't know who built Stonehenge or who put those stone blocks up in the first place, become a mystery. And so we are talking about the possibility of sacred geometry really running everything, including ancient sites on Earth which are higher in energy, frequency, and vibration. If you ever get a chance to visit any of these ancient sites, for example, the Great Pyramid of Egypt, Stonehenge in England, and many more, then I would advise you to do so. And perhaps you may be able to analyze the energetic effects for yourself.